Now Bagheera's ready, they're nearly set. Corker's Boy moved up to complete the line-up, they're all in. Set to go. About to break 3,500. 16 fences. And they're off and racing. And Rowdy Ralph missed the start as he usually does. He was about 3 or 4 lengths last, and the first came up quickly with Not a Bad Yarn in front of Sweet Esquire, Lord Acre, Pastmaster. The Grey Magic View on the inside, Corker's Boy a bit wider out, and then Bagheera with the back last of all, Rowdy Ralph. They've jumped the second, coming up towards the next. Sweet Esquire's moving up on the outside to take over the running in the early stages. It's Sweet Esquire from Not a Bad Yarn as they leap this fence. Lord Acre is holding down third over near the inside, followed by Corker's Boy and Pastmaster, and behind these is the Grey Magic View from Bagheera, and last is Rowdy Ralph. So they came to the turn the first time, and Sweet Esquire is heading out for the first of the double near the 400 metres in front. It's Sweet Esquire at the stone wall, putting a nice leap in by 3 to 4 lengths. Not a Bad Yarn is second. Lord Acre is holding third, and they're closely followed 2 lengths away then by Pastmaster at the next fence. Over on his outside is Corker's Boy from Magic View, and then Bagheera, and back last of all is Rowdy Ralph. So they head back down closer to the middle of the track, and the leader coming down to the pace with a circuit to run is Sweet Esquire, 3.5 lengths clear. Not a Bad Yarn is second, 2.5 lengths away in third, Lord Acre. A break of 6 lengths then to Pastmaster, Magic View, a half Bagheera, a length and a half to Corker's Boy. The favourite's drifted a fair way back today. He's second last at the 2,200, and last of all is Rowdy Ralph. So they've jumped the first 5, 11 fences to get over in the Galway Race Committee steeplechase, and out to the river's side, it's Sweet Esquire, the leader. A margin about a length and a half to Lord Acre on the inside of Not a Bad Yarn. About 4 lengths further back in the field, Pastmaster, Magic View the inside, and Bagheera. 4 or 5 lengths further back then came Corker's Boy, with Rowdy Ralph the only one behind him. First of 3 up the riverside, Sweet Esquire over it in front, landing by about a half length to Lord Acre and Not a Bad Yarn. 2.5 lengths away Pastmaster from Magic View. 3 Bagheera. 4 lengths to Corker's Boy as they leap that fence, and Rowdy Ralph is through on his inside. Out past the 1,700, Sweet Esquire in front. He's a length and a half clear as he comes to the next fence. He got away with a pretty reasonable jump only. Lord Acre is second. Not a Bad Yarn is 2 lengths away third. 3 lengths to Pastmaster, Magic View and Bagheera. 2 lengths to Rowdy Ralph, and more than 2 lengths to Corker's Boy, who's last now. They're about to head out towards the Smithfield Road treble, and the leader, Sweet Esquire, narrowly from Lord Acre on his inside. A little between the pair now, clear of Not a Bad Yarn, 1 Magic View. Pastmaster and then Bagheera, and about 4 lengths away still as they come towards the first of the treble there is Corker's Boy, who put in a better leap than Rowdy Ralph. At the middle of the treble, and Lord Acre's dashed to the lead now. Here's the last of the treble. Over it, he's sailed 3 lengths in front of Sweet Esquire. Pastmaster nearly lost the rider, and he's done a very good job to try and hold on, but he eventually fell to the ground there, Jason Evans. Pastmaster losing the rider as they came up the side, and it's Lord Acre in front. Coming towards the next fence, Lord Acre in front of Magic View, who put in a good leap. Bagheera's got up to third. Then came the riderless horse as they leaped the next fence. Not a Bad Yarn with Sweet Esquire next from Corker's Boy. He's spotting the mate before the home turn. Needs to really get a burst on, with Rowdy Ralph last of all. 3 to get over. Here's the next fence. Lord Acre in front of Magic View over it, with a gap of about 4 lengths to Bagheera, and then Corker's Boy, and a fair way back Sweet Esquire, who's beaten, and Rowdy Ralph threw the rider off after jumping that fence. Rowdy Ralph out of business. Horse and rider look to be okay. There's 2 to get over now. Magic View being hampered by that riderless horse, and Bagheera's got pushed off the track nearly into the wing on the outside. He got hampered again and went down at that one, Bagheera. Bagheera being brought down by the riderless horse. It's Lord Acre from Magic View, Corker's Boy at the last. Lord Acre in front. He's about 3 lengths clear from Magic View. Corker's Boy with 150 metres to go, starting to lift, but Lord Acre clear. 150 to go. Lord Acre in front of Corker's Boy. He's left it late, but he's coming. Corker's Boy after Lord Acre. Lord Acre on the inside, about 3/4 clear. Corker's Boy getting to him at every stride. They're coming to the line together. Lord Acre and Corker's Boy. It looked like Lord Acre had a margin, but they're wide out on the track. There's not much in it. About 8 lengths to Magic View third. Long break behind them, Sweet Esquire. Not a Bad Yarn is the last one to go over the line. Needs a photo after 3,516 fences. Bagheera, the unlucky runner of the race, he was starting to put in his challenge, and he got squeezed up badly by that riderless horse at the last fence, and he was brought down. Inside, they're set to break, all clear through, and racing. Muktashari began okay, so did Callandoon. Raised the play. Lottie's Pride is going forward, looking for the lead as they settled into stride. And going through the first couple of 100 metres, Lottie's Pride spearing a couple of lengths in front as they settled fully from Silvana. Polar Sky is up there, third on the outside from Muktashari, followed by Callandoon. Calms Mites are improving outside. It goes up to fifth now. 2 lengths Raised to play following the favourite, and they're followed by Limerick Scene Torpedo, trapped out 3 wide. A length and a half further back is Miss Bikini, who's between horses. Friarina her outside, and then Boundary West and Soltrice together, and 2 lengths to As I See It by the 800, and Lottie's Pride led by 2 lengths Silvana, 2 lengths away Polar Sky outside Muktashari. Then came Calms Mites of fifth, travelling okay before the turn. Callandoon the inside from Raise the Play, a length to Limerick Flyer, followed by Torpedo as they swing around the corner, and then Soltrice. Friarina's been off the track all the way. Miss Bikini, Boundary West towards the end, and As I See It last. Lottie's Pride at the 400 led by 3 lengths to Silvana. Calms Mites has pulled to the middle of the course, starting to work home well. Lottie's Pride got to the 300 with a nice lead over Silvana. Calms Mites is starting to hit top gear, and then Polar Sky. Calms Mites is winding up well now. Silvana took the lead, but Calms Mites immediately pounces on her at the 100 and drew away. Smart filly in the making this. Calms Mites are racing clear from Silvana, and Calms Mites are by 2, eased up over Silvana. Third Callandoon, and then came Raise the Play and Polar Sky together from Friarina. Next in Lottie's Pride, which folded up. Then came Soltrice, Torpedo, Miss Bikini, well back as Muktashari, Limerick Flyer, one of the last with Boundary West, and As I See It never came into play. Comfortable win for the favourite, number 3. Field is now set to go. 1,800 metres the journey. They're away and racing now, and Cyberport was the first out from Adolescence, and Roadhouse Blues is booting back on the inside. Danamania from the outside barrier is easing back and settled down last of all, and Polish Echo's about third last by the 1,600 metres, where Roadhouse Blues led from Adolescence. Kachita's caught out wide. In behind those horses then Mr Magistrate outside Cyberport, fifth the inside, with RJ going quickly towards the front. Next is Kissy Suzuki, 2.5 lengths further back in the field. Then came Pirate Penny, then Polish Echo, who's third from last, and behind it Verbal and Danamania. At the 1,200, going pretty quickly out in front, Kachita's been joined by RJ. 2 lengths to Adolescence racing in third placing around Roadhouse Blues, and Mr Magistrate's posted 3 deep and improving. 2 lengths to Cyberport. Kissy Suzuki's 3 wide with cover, 1,000 to go. Pirate Penny over on the inside, followed by Polish Echo, Verbal, and a length and a half to Danamania. RJ moved up on the outside. Cheetah over on the inside of it are the leaders now. Roadhouse Blues had dropped back and has niggled that over on the inside. Mr Magistrate made a move round the outside and got to third, followed by Adolescence. Then Cyberport, who's being niggled at coming to the turn. Kissy Suzuki out wider when they swing into the straight. Polish Echo's getting to the outside, and Danamania's only got past a couple as they swing into the corner. At the 500 metres, RJ in front. Mr Magistrate looming large on the outside, but he had a bump with Adolescence, who pushed into the clear to go after the leader. Polish Echo's coming down the outside in the green cap and is finishing very hard, and then Verbal and Danamania out wide. Polish Echo swept to the lead over Adolescence. He crossed right down to the rail. Polish Echo, he's got a good lead. Danamania coming down the middle. Polish Echo from Danamania and then Adolescence. Polish Echo's 2 lengths in front of Danamania, going strongly Polish Echo, and Polish Echo takes it out a length and a half to Danamania. Adolescence a neck away third, with a break to Verbal. A break of about 5 lengths further back as Cyberport and RJ. They come in at long intervals now. Well back as Roadhouse Blues, and then Kissy Suzuki, Pirate Penny. Mr Magistrate dropped right out of it, and Kachita is last in. Polish Echo taking the race out, number 2, ridden by over at the 1,400 metres, and now let's see, one of the first out is Mercatus with Ragnar, and Shrouded got out of the stalls quickly. Pushing up is Chamar over on the inside as they settle fully into stride, and San Antonio's up there too. At the 1,200 metres though, Chamar held the rail, Mercatus out very wide. San Antonio and Shrouded between those two, so it's a line of 4 with Mercatus the deepest. 3 lengths away then in 5th placing is Ragnar. 2 lengths away Anxiety Attack on the inside of Southern Crown, and about 3 or 4 to Red Bastan. Up the side, Shrouded on the inside, and San Antone the centre with McCartus working triple time. 2 lengths behind them, Chamar ease back fourth, and then Ragnar. Followed a length and a half away by Southern Crown, Anxiety Attack, and last Red Bastarn as they come around the turn. At the 600 metres, and it's McCartus who's never stopped working. He's going to come around the turn in front of San Antone and Shrouded down on the rail. Next, Ragnar and Southern Crown coming the deepest as they corner. Chamar just behind them from Anxiety Attack and Red Bastarn. Well on the straight at the 400 metres now. San Antone with Shrouded on the inside, kicking back strongly. They've beaten off Ragnar and Chamar, and next to Southern Crown under the whip as they got to the 200, and Shrouded has kicked through on the inside to lead from San Antone. Anxiety Attack is starting to come home well. It's Shrouded in front with 100 to go. He's a length clear. Anxiety Attack is mowing him down with San Antone in the middle, but Anxiety Attack finishes too well and wins by 3/4 to San Antone and Shrouded. Next, Southern Crown from Ragnar, couple of lengths away to Chamar, dropping out McCartus after his hard run, and Red Bastarn was last all the way. Anxiety Attack for Greg Childs has taken the race out, second in from a spell. They took the blinkers off him today, and he really finished the race with gusto. Number 3. All in now, set to go. New Dilemma having joined them on the outside. Merlin's Law stood fairly. They're away. And Sly Slate, if anything, just a little slow. And one of the first out is the Collector with All Made Up. Talent Scout got out nicely, is up in the first 3 or 4 early. Going forward is Irish Squire, just off them Kazaragi, Merlin's Law, and then Narcissism over on the inside. Kunai's Choice is settling about midfield as they make their way by the 1400 metres now. And here it's Irish Squire on the outside and the Collector. About a length and a half in front of Talent Scout out in third placing, travelling deep. Kazaragi is in the centre and over on the inside, All Made Up. Then Apache King going up to 6th or 7th over on the outside, and then Merlin's Law. One Narcissism followed by Sly Slate. A length and a half further back in the field came Lynx, and then New Dilemma, and 2 lengths back in the field is Jasper's Gold with Dr. Barrett, and Kunai's Choice now dropped out last, 900 to go. Irish Squire about a neck in front of the Collector with the rail, and Talent Scout third and 3 deep. Kazaragi right behind them. 2 lengths to Apache King around Merlin's Law, and All Made Up losing a little ground on the inside, and then Sly Slate. New Dilemma out wider coming into it, and then came Narcissism. Back behind those horses is Dr. Barrett as they swing the corner. Lynx a good way back. Kunai's Choice pulled to the outside. Jasper's Gold one of the last as they swing into the straight. At the 500 metre mark now, and it's Irish Squire under the whip. Talent Scout the outside tackling the Collector. Kazaragi getting a split one away from the inside. Merlin's Law held up as Apache King starts its run down the outside. At the 300 metre mark, and Kazaragi got that split and hit the front. Dashed out by 2 with Apache King chasing. Talent Scout gone. Merlin's Law into the clear, coming home fairly well. Kazaragi a good leader, getting off the track in front of Apache King, taking him out with him. It's Kazaragi from Apache King who's trying hard. Kazaragi a neck in front. Apache King lunging and doesn't get there. Kazaragi wins it a long head from Apache King. Merlin's Law came home well for third after being held up. Then came Jasper's Gold from last out wide from the Collector, and then came Kunai's Choice, followed by Sly Slate, Narcissism, New Dilemma, and back behind those to finish Dr. Barrett and Lynx, with the break in the field to Irish Squire. All Made Up, and Talent Scout has dropped out to finish last. Kazaragi the winner, number 9, ridden by Dale Smith. He come in. Lonergan Millam moved in, so they're all in, set to go. Nasdarovia the inside. Danaka well tried in 2, has a blue cap. They're away now. Danaka just a little slow to move, with Tempted Lady out the back early. Senya Sira, one of the first to bound out, found the lead ahead of Bajette, and Dancing Reality going on the outside. Then Miss Perry Perry, Due Crazy improving up to 4th, and then Nasdarovia over on the rail. About a half length further back is Imperial Trisk, and then came Grace Fields racing outside Chamaro. About 3 lengths to Tempted Lady, and 6 lengths to Naka, who can't get warm by the 1600 metres. As they settle fully, Senya Sira led from Dancing Reality the outside, and and Bizet is a length away in third placing. Jew Crazy's trapped out fourth the outside, followed by Nazdarovia. About a neck away then came Miss Peri Peri, a length and a half Shamaro on the inside of Imperial Trisk. Back behind her, 2 lengths away came Grace Fields, and then Tempted Lady, and 2 lengths to Danaka, who's now tacked onto the field. At the 1200 metres, Dancing Reality poked the head in front, drew a neck clear from Senya Sira. Just behind them is Bizet over on the inside, holding down third placing as they go up the side with Jew Crazy around her. A length and a half Nazdarovia running fifth, has had a good trail, and then Miss Peri Peri won Shamaro. Half length to Grace Fields, going up 3 wide around Imperial Trisk, and then Tempted Lady, and 2 lengths to Danaka. As they go near the 800 metres, and Dancing Reality now drew a length and a half in front of Jew Crazy, who goes to second. Senya Sira's third, and Bizet is ahead away fourth. One Nazdarovia's had the run of the race fifth at the turn. 2 lengths Miss Peri Peri, Shamaro niggle at the inside. Grace Fields coming wide from Tempted Lady, Imperial Trisk, and 3 lengths Danaka as they swing the corner, where Dancing Reality leads about 3 or 4 away from the rail. Jew Crazy's never been on the track but is about to challenge her. Wider out, Nazdarovia's pulled out, and Gracefield the deepest runner. Bizet and Senya Sira down on the inside, fighting on fairly well. Jew Crazy has taken over the running, 300 metres to go from Nazdarovia, then Bizet, Dancing Reality, Senya Sira with Shamaro along the inside, but Jew Crazy 150 out, leads by 3, has it shot to pieces from Dancing Reality, Nazdarovia, Imperial Trisk battling away on the outside, but Jew Crazy raced right away and eased up. Little crack with the whip on the line to keep her going, but she's won it easily. Jew Crazy over Nazdarovia, photo third, either Dancing Reality or Imperial Trisk, and then Tempted Lady, Shamaro, Miss Peri Peri, Bizet, and back behind them is Senya Sira, who dropped right out. Grace Fields was next to last, and Danaka, they put plenty on it and it never got into it. 4 lengths last. Jew Crazy, 1,000 metres. Racing now, Spirit Breaker got away with them. Straight Ace began fast, and so does Spouse and Giscard. Prince Barides, they're all going to come to the grandstand side. Almighty Yella is easing over their heels to get out this way. Sabre Thought shows some pace, and so does Amber Run. Pegquaz is just off them as they settle fully and go to the 600 now, and it's Straight Ace, one of the leaders. Silver Seraphim just inside him. Prince Barides, Giscard not far away, and they're followed closely in the field by Sabre Thoughts, and on the outside rail is Amber Run. Almighty Yella just behind them, being followed by Spirit Breaker a good way back, Secretary General, and then Kahuna Princess, and tailed off as Borodina. Straight Ace the leader, up the straight with about 350 metres to go. He's in front of Prince Barides, Silver Seraph and Amber Run. Pegquaz on the outside rail. Almighty Yella is coming into it on the far side. Straight Ace from Prince Barides and Almighty Yella, and they're followed by Giscard, but here's Almighty Yella coming with a run to tackle Prince Barides. Straight Ace, it's Almighty Yella doing a bit the better, and Almighty Yella beats Prince Barides by 3/4 of a length. Straight Ace third, Secretary General doing his best late from Spirit Breaker, and just behind them Silver Seraphim. Then Kahuna Princess, who ended up coming up the middle of the track. Next in was Giscard, and he was trailed then by behind these was Spouse. A long break to Sober Thoughts in company with Borodina, Amber Run and Pegquaz. Almighty Yellow, it's a good effort because he drew barrier 1, ended up being on the wrong part of the track. And his work coming up now. Canella completing the lineup for the last on the program. They're all in, set to go. Racing, Mystic Melody out fairly. Beja Floor began very fast. Flush to settle towards the tail end in company with Canella. Riark is the first to bound out. The New Zealand mare's begun quickly on the outside. Zabil's Angel up second, and Beja Floor settling third. Western Dove 3/4 away fourth. A length and a half further back, Mystic Melody running fifth over on the inside of Cabaret Girl and Royal Centurac. 1.5 Canella whipping around the outside from Flushed, and they're trailed then by Mystifying and Eden Gold, and back a length and a half away is Quietly Adamant. Up the side, Riark near the 800 in front of Zabil's Angel. A length away, Canella's moved up into third. Wide out around Western Dove and Beja Floor. Royal Centurac just behind them, seventh and out about 4 wide, and then came Flushed. Mystic Melody down on the inside from Cabaret Girl, Mystifying, Quietly Adamant and an Eden Gold. Swinging for home now, and Zabil's Angel has taken over the running at the top of the straight, and she kicked out by a length and a half to Beja Floor, Riark and Western Dove. Canella pulled to the outside, and Flushed is coming extremely wide in the straight now, and Zabil's Angel being tackled by Beige Floor along the inside, and they're clear of Western Dove, and Flushed has got right to the outside. Zabil's Angel is the leader at the 200 metre mark, a length and a half. Beige Floor, Mystic Melody, and Flushed coming right down the outside. She's starting to lift the favourite. It's Zabil's Angel being tackled by Flushed, who's coming home the better on the outside. Flushed has grabbed the lead, and a good little mare. Flushed came away and beat Zabil's Angel by more than two. Beige Floor third. Quietly Adamant got home for fourth, closely followed by Western Dove and Mystic Melody. And then came a Needham Gold, and they were followed in by Canella with a long break Royal Centuriac, Mystifying, Riak, and Cabaret Girl. Number 6 is the winner.